My name is Christine Valory, and I am the Dating Diva. You can find me at omgseriously.com. My blog is called OMG Seriously because that's what I generally say in my dating life. Anyway, I met this guy. I won't tell you his name. However, I met him through Match.com, and our emailing, he just seemed like the ideal guy. He was all right looking, not the most amazing looking. However, that's not that important to me. He was very poetic in his emails. He actually sent me poetry that he had written. He is also just very kind. He was your classic guy, the guy that every girl looks for, right? Fairly attractive, successful, MBA, owned his own business, just, very stable kind of guy, well known in the community, et cetera, et cetera. So our first date was just a lunch date. And we went and met at just a small little local kind of Thai place, and we sat down, and he just seemed very pleasant when I met him. He sounded a little congested, which, happens, right? And we're sitting there, and his nose doesn't stop running. Okay. I think our lunch was slightly less than an hour. And it was like a faucet. Okay, now I am not a prudish or unkind person. However, I cannot imagine kissing a man whose nose never stops running. I mean, he was continually wiping his nose, and then maybe 30 seconds later, it'd be running down. So on his upper lip, there was dribbles of, anyways, it was so gross. And it was just and he continually was wiping his nose. Even as we were sitting there, at one point during the lunch, the conversation was nice. I mean, everything was flowing well. I just could not imagine kissing him. And I thought to myself, you're a very highly educated businessman. We live in the greater LA area. Of all the freakish and weird doctors you could find in the entire world, they're here in LA. No matter what kind of freak you want to find or whatever weird problem you have, if traditional medicine can't solve it, there is some weird, strange doctor you can find who will find some weird, holistic, whatever kind of cure to fix the problem. And he talked to me ever since I moved to this area. I've had all kinds of allergies, et cetera, et cetera. Seriously, dude, get it handled. No woman wants to kiss snot. Okay, it's gross. It's seriously gross. At one point during our lunch, he said to me, he looked at me, he sits back and says, "Am I what you're looking for?" And I was like, honey, if you got to ask the question, seriously? No. I was like, dear God, oh my God, seriously, if you have some weird health problem that causes your nose to continually run or strange other things to happen, get it handled. How competent can you be? It's just a little gross. And obviously, how much can he really care for himself, if he's not doing that? I was just a little turned off and just could not see myself going out on date after date with a man who has to continually wipe his nose. And even then, there's still dribbles on his upper lip. Oh my God, seriously, no. Anyways, you can find me at omgseriously.com.